I'm not even gonna zoom out anymore. This is all I want to see on the desk right now. This is like one of the sets that I have been so excited for the last like God knows how long now. Micklin. Ah, it looks so nice. Look at it. Look at the novelties. Okay, mind you, it's typical GMK packaging where it looks really dusty, but I promise you it's not. I got the I can't remember what the base is called, the Papel Picado base. The colorful one. Yeah. You guys don't get it, man. This is like one of my most hyped sets. For me anyways. I really like this set. I honestly think the novelties will work really, really great. But I think this will just work great with WAP. Yeah, there's extras. It's all novel keys. Again, I work for novel keys. This isn't, I'm not trying to make, this is not like a sell message, but just so you guys understand, I do work for novel keys, so there's most likely bias in my opinion when it comes to novel keys products. I always try to give you guys my fair assessment with things, but just so you guys know. Now, they sent this board already built. I don't know if I'm going to put keycaps on this twice today, to be completely honest with you. So I'll take a look at the thing they built, and then I'm probably just going to build my own. But like I said, I just don't know if I'm going to build this twice. This has also been a very requested keyboard. So just so everyone's aware, this is like an FRL. How would you classify this? FRL. Is this like an 1800 technically? Hold on, let's show you guys. You can see it's already built. Micklin's gonna look kind of sweet on this, I think. FRL 1800? Is this considered an 1800? It is, right? Okay. Now, just like the other Neson keyboard, it has the exploded spacebar. I don't know if you guys are picking that up. So this was sent to me. This is a sponsored review. Obviously, that's not gonna affect anything that I say today. If I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you guys that I don't like it, or you guys will see me make a face. So either or. I did like the first one. I still have all the Neson keyboards. I ended up opting to, well, I asked if I can either just buy them or just make some sort of deal for the ones that I reviewed originally. So they know I like the boards. I did like the first one. The exploded spacebar is interesting because the exploded spacebar, albeit it's only one size, it actually shifts your hand, your thumb, a little bit down from what I tried. And I've used the other one for an extended period of time. And it might seem stupid, but just that little shift down with your thumb, low-key it's kind of comfortable, but it's a cool looking keyboard. I think it was a 9-degree typing angle. I read all the details on it before stream, and then obviously, you know, yeah, 9-degree type angle. So pretty steep for the people who aren't used to higher typing angles for sure. Front height, 18 mil. Well, 17.9, but you guys know I like those low front heights. You guys already know, dude. So it's a gasket mount, leaf spring plate. They're using silicone gaskets with a hardness of 40, so 40 durometer there. This is my favorite thing about ICs now. When people make PCBs, they want you to know that instead of just going a 1.6 millimeter PCB, they put in brackets like capitals like no flex cuts. I love it. It's great. No flex cuts. And then it supports QMK and VIA, which, you know, we want. And then I believe this is going to vary because I think this is going to have 2 different styles of weights. I don't have confirmation on this, but it's either going to be anywhere between $480 to $500 plus. So this is going to be expensive. So let's look at some of the board here. I'm actually going to pull this out so I don't damage anything. Because I don't actually know if I can keep this unit. I think this is someone's unit here because it's been built already. All right, side profile. This is not really much different from the other one. I actually really liked the side profile of the Neson board. It's cool. It's not just your box on wedge. It's a box and it has a really nice design. Like, it's neat. It has this, you can kind of see the strip, the LED diffuser over here. It has this LED that's gonna go right around the edge too. And in this, again, lots of fingerprints. This has been used. This is the stainless, it's like a brushed stainless weight on the bottom over here. So quite nice. It is cool. The brushed works well. Again, usually I hate brushed, but I feel like when you do it tastefully, it's good. And there's a little piece of metal over here with another little LED as well. Other than that, love the aesthetic of this thing. Loved it the first time, love it the second time. This is just the bigger version of it. So very cool. We got a polycarb plate, aluminum plate. We have our PCB. Okay, and then we have gaskets. So we are doing some soldering today. Finally I get to solder. Howdy Handsome had to finish the NK stream. Oh, dude, you don't even have to stress. I like this built-in diffuser on the PCB. That's nice. It's actually like pre-installed. I was like, what is this stuff? That's pretty nice over here. And then look at this. This is where the spacebar goes on this. That's pretty wild. Cool. All right. What board is that lovely wind keyless there? This is called the Beta 60. It is from Snowmo, so from Axel Studios. It's maybe a dumb question, but what is the purpose of wind keyless? Symmetry, design, preference. Really, I mean, I don't think there's an actual purpose for it. Oh, the internals are almost identical, but look how many LEDs are on this thing. I think there is 90, it's because it goes from 1 to 90. Look at this. That's how many LEDs are on the back of this thing. That's crazy. Interesting. All right, next we gotta get this off, if I recall. Here's the inside of the case. The internals on the top here. So there's the diffuser for that LED. Okay. The gaskets would all sit here. You can see the gaskets here too. The gaskets are actually quite nice. Now this board is pricier. It's about 500 bucks USD. So let's take a look at some more of the internals here as well. The structure of this guy. So this is the PCB that they gave us to use. I'm not gonna use this today. I mean, worst case scenario, if I really think this needs foam, maybe I'll just quickly swap it and we can just quickly swap keycaps as well. But you can even see on the gaskets, nice little touch, not necessary, obviously. It says Neson on it. Cool little touch here. And you can see that the spacebar has its its leaf spring on the opposite side. So it's not actually affecting the spacebar none, it's affecting the alphas. And it has its own little built-in gasket on the bottom of the case, which is kind of interesting. And it is a 3-piece case construction too, so helps justify that bigger price point as well. Interesting. And if you really want it, you can put case foam in here too, which I don't think we're gonna try, but let's actually put our gaskets on now. I've always been a big fan of his keyboards. I think he's a pretty nice designer in the hobby as well. He's friendly to talk to. All right, the gaskets fit very nicely in this too. I feel like this is a very premium product. Like I'm confident with this myself. I'm not sure if they just, oh, it's a different type of, okay, so it's like a different type of silicone on this one. It's like a yellow silicone. I'm not sure why that's like that, and then mine's a little different. Perhaps this is a prototype plate, and this is a, yeah, maybe this is like an earlier rendition of the plate, and this is a more finalized one. Cool. Oh, interesting. So I guess to make room in the case for that low front height, this is interesting. Look what they did over here, guys. Do you guys see that? So in order to make that front height very, very low, they had to allow the screws, or even the clip-in clips, or whatever you want to call them, to pass through the bottom of the case. All right. Here's the board. Board's looking neat. Let's move this over here. Alrighty. Again, that side profile, I love the way this looks. And you can even see just how it edges out a little bit over here too. This looks great. This is a fun looking keyboard. And now, let's make sure it turns on. And it does. There's that LED. All 98 LEDs in the back there. Like, let's see it from the side view. That's pretty clean looking with the LED going off over there. Okay. Just pops up a little bit on the side too. Yeah, it's a nice looking board. Like I said, I've always heavily vibed with all of the Neson boards. It's very, very nice. Now, the time we've all been waiting for. Or I guess the moment we've all been waiting for, rather. God, dude, I'm so in love with this set right now. So in love with this. Pretty. Zace, thank you so much for the Prime, man. Should I make that the escape? Okay, you know what? I think I am gonna take off the orange escape here and make the Hebe Artisan. So I think that kind of looks pretty wicked, and just have that. Dude, the spacebar is, I actually don't mind this spacebar. I've used this exploded spacebar before, and I can genuinely say either it won't affect you at all, or you might find it more comfortable. Look at that. I'm not even gonna zoom out anymore. This is all I want to see on the desk right now. Look, we got the orange nerd coaster going perfectly with this too right now. Okay. This is 100%. In fact, honestly, this and Kaiju and I'm gonna say Nautilus too. Nautilus holds a special place in my heart. I think those are like some of my top. Monarchy material is nice too, don't get me wrong. I also really like Future Funk, but like, dude, there's so much effort that went into this set, and you can tell the amount of love and stuff that went into this. Oof. This also sounds insane. I'm gonna do no desk pad first, and then I'll go up with desk pad, and then we'll try it with the desk pad. These are using the Obscuras, my version of the Obscuras with 205. So I added additional loop to that. Stock springs in the switches as well. This is the aluminum plate, no foam in this at all. This is the Neson 800E, or sorry, the 810E. I keep calling it the 800. This is priced at around $500. Again, pricey, but it is a three-piece design. I honestly really like it. I've always liked this board. But let's see what this sounds like. That spacebar is kind of like, that spacebar is kind of wild, dude. And this is without a desk pad first. Whew. Hold on, let me get a desk pad. I can hear the desk bass a little bit, and I'm wondering if that'll tone down a little bit if I get a desk pad for this. So, yeah, this is no foam. All right, let's see it now on a desk pad. Yeah? so much more tamed, no more like big bass, but honestly, that sounds sick on no desk pad too. I like both ways, honestly. This is nice, with the desk pad and without. So, I don't know. This is actually really comfortable because the front height is low. Now the 9-degree typing angle is a little bit, it's throwing me off a little bit. I'll have to get used to that, but I feel like that's just something I can get used to after like a day or two. Like I'm just not used to it at the moment, but I've used like 8-degree, 9-degree in the past, and you just forget about it after a while. But that nice 17.9, I think it's a non-effective without the keycap front height, is actually so comfortable. I might just use this without my desk pad because I normally don't even have a desk pad. Like my mouse works fine on my desk. So, man, I'm happy with this. I am happy with the way this board turned out, bro. I'm happy with this. I think there's a lot to love about this too. It's comfortable. It's softer to type on. Fantastic aesthetic. I've always really liked his designs for everything. So exploded spacebar if you guys are interested. Again, normally I think my thumb would be sitting like this for the spacebar, but kind of allows me to bring it down a little bit, which feels a bit more comfortable for me. It's minor, but that's what it is, right? Like I would be able to do this. It's soft too. Like it's not, okay, it's not exactly like stupid soft, but it feels soft. I would say maybe in the middle. The gaskets are doing a wonderful job of absorbing everything, by the way. I don't think there's anything I really don't like about the board. Like I think it's a complete deal breaker. Assembly wise, as long as you take your time with it, this should be relatively easy. Yeah, there's nothing really terrible about this board at all. Maybe the screwless design kind of irks me a little bit, but I feel like that's just me. Screwless designs and me just don't go good together. I've always found them to be a little bit weird / annoying. Peace out, everybody, and love you. So much more tamed, no more like big bass, but honestly, that sounds sick on no desk pad too.